Commitment 2023, it is primary day for cities and counties in Missouri. We found voters at several polling locations in Kansas City, Clay, and Platte counties. Voters are making their choice in a variety of city council and school board races. Polls are open until 7 o'clock tonight. Now, the polling place inside Union Station has been a challenge for some voters.
Yeah, work on the big stage for the NFL draft has streets blocked in front of that building. KMBC9's Dennis Evans is right outside that polling location. Dennis?
Hey, I'll tell you what, guys, we're still seeing some people who are starting to come in tonight, are still rolling in and wanting to get in the vote tonight. We were out here yesterday and saw people who came up to us and actually didn't know how to get around here to the back side of the building to be able to vote. Now, that hasn't been a major factor for the voters, but there are some other things that are having an impact on this election. Slow and steady, that's the only way to describe the voter turnout today at Union Station.
4 years ago, we had 19%. We're sort of hoping for those same numbers. I think now it'll probably be closer to about 12%.
The low turnout was not just at the Union Station poll. The maze of construction in front of the building didn't help matters, but the decline may have been more of an indicator that voters just really aren't that interested in the issues on this ballot.
I think when they were passing recreational marijuana, we had a lot of interest. A lot of people came out for that. Now this is just an additional 3% tax, I think both on the county and the city wide, and it's just not sparking the interest we thought it would.
Take lack of interest and lack of contested races, and this is what you get on Election Day.
Whenever you have an incumbent like we have this time versus the last election we didn't have an incumbent, we had like 13 or 14 people running for the office. I think people are just more excited for that election.
Now, another factor that plays a role in this could be voter burnout. That's what one of the election officials told me today. He said, think about it, we just had an election not too long ago. We have this one right now in April. We'll probably have another one this summer and then another one in November. And he talked about places where they have elections every 2 years. And he said those elections are much more extensive. It involves a lot more for the voters, but it does create more urgency as well as better voter turnout. And he said that's something that Missouri could possibly look at because elections like this just don't get the response that they really expect. Reporting live from Union Station, Dennis Evans, KMBC9 News.
Dennis, thanks. If you live in the city south of the river and have questions about voting, go to kceb.org. Voters in Kansas City, Missouri are also looking at short-term rentals. A city audit report says the city could be missing out on millions. Question 2 would require short-term rental owners to pay the 7.5% convention and tourism tax hotels and motels are paying. Question 3 would add an occupancy fee to those rentals, bringing them in line with hotels and motels. Also in Kansas City, Missouri, primary races for mayor and the city council are on the ballot. The winners moving on to the general election.
And KMBC9's Michael Mahoney is joining us with some of the races we're watching.
Indeed. The next city council for Kansas City, Missouri will look much different than the present one. Several longtime council members are termed out, so they're leaving. 4 incumbents face primary challenges. 1 incumbent, however, Rihanna Shaw Parks, is unopposed. 3 at the at-large city council members, Kevin O'Neill in the 1st District, Brandon Ellington in the 3rd, and Andrea Boo are being challenged. The 4th District member, Eric Bunch, is also facing opposition. 30 metros on the Missouri side, as we just mentioned a moment ago, including most of the major cities, are also proposing this 3% sales tax be added to the price of recreational marijuana sales. And the other big change is the shape of the city council districts. There were big changes in the 1st and the 2nd District north of the river, and the 4th District now extends deeper into the Northland. Kelly?
Thank you, Michael. And you can count on us for all of your election coverage. We'll have updates throughout the evening.